3 months ago, I was this lazy person. Now, I became much more disciplined. And the best part is, I did not cut off all the distractions. See, it happened just randomly on a Friday. Prior to that, I was in the worst ruts of my entire life. I would go to sleep watching YouTube videos. It was not even educational videos, it was Minecraft Let's Play. Like someone would grind in a video game and I would watch him till I fall asleep. I would wake up, the first thing I'd grab was my phone. I would binge watch content for hours and hours. I wasn't scrolling, I wasn't playing video games, I all these modern day addictions, but I was addicted to YouTube. Whenever I feel bored, I just open YouTube and I watch Minecraft videos. I would procrastinate my work for hours. I would postpone it. The moment the work feels difficult, I postpone it. Every day. I postpone it every day. On Friday, I made a dua. Oh Allah, bring me back. Allah, bring me back. Allah, bring me back. I was in the worst ruts and I was making dua to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And then did not happen instantly in that time, but within the next 2 to 3 days I started to implement certain habits that I got from Atomic Habits. I started to implement them. I started to wake up early, because at that time I was not even waking up for Fajr. I would wake up 8 a.m. Fajr was like 5 a.m. So I started to wake up earlier, and I've declared myself improvements. I'm starting again. That's what that is 15 days. I'm on day 15 today. I've been so much more consistent than you think. I've been much more consistent, and like I started to implement certain things that I will teach you in this video. Usually distractions, just I gave so much more power to distractions to the point that I cannot even do anything. The first thing, I was anxious, like what if this happened? I was worrying too much about distractions. Distractions is a bad thing, but at the same time you should not worry about them too much. I started to implement those things. Number one was waking up early. In the past, I thought if I did not wake up, if I did not sleep by 10 p.m, I would not wake up early. That's what how stupid is that thought? And that's what I thought, and I believed that thought because there was a YouTube video I watched. It talks about not eating 3 hours before bed, and he gave the reasons why, because you need to wake up for Fajr and do a Qiyam and all this, and I believed it. So like in this, we live a different life with him, and I believed him, and I was like thinking, how can I not eat 3 hours before bed? I calculated my bedtime, it was 10 p.m, and I said I'm not gonna eat past 7 p.m. The thing is that in my house the food is not ready till 8:30. Sometimes it is ready, but sometimes it's around 8 p.m. And I also go to madrasa as well, and the madrasa, we don't close till around 8:30. Sometimes I come back home around 9 p.m. So like I was anxious at that time. I was so anxious, like why? I sometimes would say I will not even eat. And if you've been into madrasa, you know that the first thing you eat. I remember I would come back. The first thing, I would not even remove my soap from the madrasa. I would not even remove my soap. Immediately, I would go to the kitchen and get a plate because I was so hungry. And that's at the same time I would say I'm not gonna eat. So I started becoming very slim and it was messing up until that day, randomly that day I was messaging ChatGPT and I was telling it my problem and all these things, and then he told me something fascinating. He said, you are in Nigeria, you are not living in Dubai. He controls his own food, you don't control your own food yet. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala sees the efforts, that's it. Even if you don't eat, but even if you ate 4 p.m. and you slept 10 hours, you're not gonna wake up for Fajr. It's not the food that makes you wake up for Fajr. Some people might eat 11 p.m. and wake up for Fajr. You are not him. In Nigeria, it's different than in other places. It kind of broke that limiting belief, and I was like, okay, oh yeah, alright. And then I started like, that day I woke up for Fajr. For the first time in months, I woke up for Fajr. And I was like, whoa, wow. I'm like, oh my God. Like, why didn't anyone tell me this? It's like, food does not, like many people will say, okay, if you do Qur'an, if you eat before doing Qur'an or do things, you will not do it efficiently, or you will not even do it, especially for like deen stuff. Like if you eat food, you're not gonna wake up for Fajr, you're not gonna wake up for Tahajjud, you're not gonna do Qur'an, all these things. I'm like, and I believed them. It's not that even if you eat, like when you eat, your brain power, it uses a lot of brain power trying to digest the food, especially at night. But at the same time, you can still do Quran, you can still do pray, you can still do Tahajjud, you can still wake up. It will be much easier if you don't eat immediately. But at the same time, that's not something that like will stop you completely. That's false. I talked about distractions earlier in the video, remember? I tried to control what I can't control. That's it. The rest I left it to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. What are the things I can control? Bedtime, wake time, put an alarm. Like, try to block the distractions as much as you can. The rest of the distractions, you cannot block them. Because in the past, I used to say, okay, my mom is distracting me, or my dad is distracting me, or they will call me to this. Like, control what you can control and leave the rest to Allah. Like, if you become all this, like this monk, you don't talk to anybody, you just focus on your goals. That's not what brought us to this dunya. The Prophet ﷺ was social. He was very, very social. He was not like this monk, and like, in fact, he does his qiyam for hours. How did he get his time? Like, most people make it about, if it's not 100%, try your best. Like, initially in the beginning, Allah will test you, and if you give it your best, the rest, if you fail it, it's okay, sweet, try tomorrow. That's it. And when you do that, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala would reward you. He will give you much more time than you think. How am I consistent? I've been consistent in publishing YouTube. Like, I already recorded a month's worth of content, and I said I'm gonna publish a video every 3 days. A month. I'm done already. I can retire for a month and still have videos publishing every 3 days. All the distractions, like in the past, especially in 2024, I had no time for myself. Like, I really mean it, I had no time for myself. In fact, Fajr time, my friend would come to my house. Fajr time, 5:30, my friend would come to my house. Can you imagine that? How, like, all the distractions, like Fajr, and he would not leave my house till around 10 p.m. That's the time he would let me to eat and sleep. And I was so tired, I cannot do anything at that time. I was so tired. But now, I've been consistent in my habits, all meditation, exercise. I haven't missed a single workout in like 15 days. Like, it might not seem a lot, but to me it's a lot. It's a lot to me. And what I want you to do is that for the things that are important for you, you should block out time for it. Try to do it in the morning when no distraction comes. You might have more distraction than me, but believe me, I had the worst distraction ever. Every day, try to put it in the really early. You don't need to, like, and the mindset I had in the past was that I thought I have to do 3 hours, but you just have to do like an hour. That's it. Like, they don't distract me. Some of the time you might have days that they will block you, because there are days that I did not even record video, but because I recorded a lot of videos, I'm able to publish it every 3 days. You should take a piece of paper, write out all the distractions you have, cancel as much as you can, find ways to avoid them. But if you cannot avoid them, leave it to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. That's it. I'll leave you with one final quote. Everyone is motivated, but not everyone is disciplined.